The EU budget is a major point of debate in the upcoming in-out referendum. Newspapers report that the UK has paid the EU £500 billion since 1973. But that number is misleading. UK taxpayers have actually paid far less, thanks to the rebate. This video explains. First, let's imagine everyone has gone to lunch, all 28 members. We have the older members who are bigger and can pay more. And we have the newer, smaller members. Let's focus on the bigger members for now. At the end of the meal, the bill is divided up. That's a tenner each for the adults then, say France and Italy. But while France and Italy had wine, Britain just had water. So why should Britain still pay the same proportion of its gross national income? 1%. The fact is, we don't. In 1984, when Margaret Thatcher was PM, the government demanded change in the formula for paying the EU. Thatcher felt that Britain was paying much more towards EU farming support, the common agricultural policy, than it got back. As a result, the other EU leaders agreed to give the UK back roughly 2/3 of the difference between what it paid to Brussels and the cash it receives from CAP. This is known as the rebate, and Britain has been receiving this since 1985. So, suppose the bill comes to €30. France and Italy want to split it 3 ways with the UK, €10 each. All 3 pay in more than they get out, to pay part of the lunch for the smaller countries. But while France and Italy's meal costs €9, the UK's only costs 7. Hang on, says Britain, this isn't fair. We'll pay €8, more than our meal cost anyway, and you'll pay 11 each to even it out. You're still getting a better deal. Understandably, not everyone is delighted with this state of affairs. So, thanks to this rebate, instead of paying £500 billion since 1973, that number is cut by around £110 billion. In theory, we start off with an equal share, but in reality, the rebate is like a discount and means that we always pay less. The upshot is that although we're still a net contributor, like France, Italy and Germany, as a proportion of our size, we're paying in by far the least of any country. Without the rebate, the UK would have paid in around £18 billion in 2015. But with the rebate, the UK paid in £14 billion, around 0.75% of GNI. A net contribution of between 8 to 10 billion. And we've been paying far less for decades. In that sense, the UK has been consistently favoured since the 1980s. So the next time you see headlines on how much we're paying in without mentioning the rebate, treat it with a little pinch of salt. A bit more, and a bit more.